Up next on Line TV, we have Brooklyn Morgan with your updated weather forecast, Blake Farley with a virtual reality package,
and I'm Jake Williamson here with a sports update that's sure to be a home run. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Welcome to another edition of Lion TV. I'm Everett Kirkman.
And I'm Josh Klein. Let's get right into some announcements. Justin's orders will be delivered on March 13th during first period. They will be in the cafeteria first period to deliver the previously ordered graduation items. If you are unable to pick up your items at this delivery, they will be in the East office with Miss Daves. You will not be allowed to pick up any items unless paid in full. If you have not paid in full, you may bring the balance due on this delivery date. If there are any questions, please call 1-800-JUSTINS.
The Civics Exam Study Guide is being handed out to all 11th grade students by their 11th grade English teachers. Any 11th grade student who did not receive a study guide should check with their English teacher to get a copy. The test will be administered on March 27th to all juniors and all 9th and 10th graders who took civics this school year.
Congratulations to the SHS Choir for their outstanding performance at Region 1 Choir Performance Assessment. Additionally, all 5 choir received Division 1 superior ratings at the Sight Reading Assessment. All 5 choirs are now headed to state festivals on April 13th. Congratulations to these students for their hard work as choir musicians, but also as hosts for this event.
Now let's throw it over to Brooklyn to see what this weekend's weather will look like.
Good morning, Cersei. Let's take a look at your updated weather forecast. Today we'll have a high of 69 with partly cloudy skies and a 10% chance of rain. Winds going southwest at 14 miles per hour, humidity at 53%, and your sun rose at 6:25 a.m. Let's take a look at tonight. Tonight we'll have a low of 50 with PM thunderstorms, rain at 50% chance, winds going south-southwest at 6 miles per hour, humidity at 82%, and your sunset at 6:09 p.m. Let's look at your almanac. Your average high is 63 and average low is 39, and your monthly average of precipitation is 4.78 inches, and your month to date is 0.78 inches. Let's take a look at the 5cast. Saturday, we will have a high of 62 and a low of 40% with 80% chance of rain. Sunday, a high of 53, a low of 34 with a 50% chance of rain. Monday, a high of 58, a low of 34, and a 10% chance of rain. Tuesday, we'll have a high of 53, a low of 30 with a 0% chance of rain. And Wednesday, we'll have a high of 56, a low of 34, and a 0% chance of rain. So it looks like it's going to start out a little rainy, but then it's going to warm up and the sun's going to come out.
Yeah, I guess I won't be riding my bike much on Saturday, but I probably can later in the week. All right, let's take a look at our lunch.
Today we'll be having fish sandwich with cheese, mini corn dogs, potato smiles, creamy coleslaw, grapes, brownie, pears, and milk.
Now let's throw it over to your favorite conspiracists, Jaden and Bailey, to see what's happening in the world of conspiracies.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Conspiracy. This time I'm wearing the appropriate attire for this conspiracy.
That's right, because today we're going to be talking about the famous Roswell incident.
That incident being aliens.
For those of you who are living under a rock, it all started like this. In 1947, an unidentified flying object crashed at a ranch in Roswell, New Mexico. A farmer named Matt Brazel found the debris. He said he began to notice unusual pieces of what seemed to be metal scattered all over the area. Upon closer inspection, he saw a shallow trench several hundred feet long gouged into the ground.
After collecting various pieces of these debris, he took it to his neighbors, the Proctors, who told him that they believed it could be wreckage from an alien spacecraft.
But don't think the Proctors were just some crazy old alien-obsessed farmers. There had been many UFO sightings reported in the United States that summer.
That's right, but after speaking to his neighbors, he reported to the Chavez County Sheriff, George Wilcox. Wilcox then told the story to Major Jesse Marcel, an intelligence officer for the 509th Bomb Group.
Marcel described the pieces of debris as weightless and said that they wouldn't bend or break. He also described them as having the thickness of tinfoil but being indestructible. Now, Justin Marcel gave an interview to a local radio station saying this: "It was not anything from this earth, that I'm quite sure of. Being an intelligence officer, I was familiar with just about all materials used in spacecraft and or air travel."
This is very interesting because UFO researchers Don Schmidt and Kevin Randall say their research shows military radar had been tracking an unidentified flying object in the skies over southern New Mexico for 4 days during the week of the crash.
Now, we're not saying it was aliens,
But it was definitely aliens.
especially because eyewitnesses, William Woody, who lived just east of Roswell, reported being outside with his dad when they saw a brilliant object plunge to the ground.
Along with William Woody, there were more than 600 witnesses ranging from civilian to high-ranking military. For those of you who may have doubts, if there were 100 murder witnesses whose stories all contain the same details, would you believe them?
The government claims the debris came from a weather balloon, which was part of the then-secret Project Mongol, which was a U.S. Air Force project that sent microphones to high altitudes to detect sound waves generated by Soviet testing of atomic bombs.
Although it is suspicious that after being detained by the Air Force, Brazel, the farmer who found the debris, retracted his initial statement in which he claimed the debris he found were not from this planet.
Only a few days later, Brazel bought a brand new truck, but could hint that he was compensated by the government to keep quiet about the real story. Ever since then, the government has tried to convince the media and its people that the object crashed near Roswell was nothing more than a weather balloon.
Based on what we've told you, what do you believe? Did an alien spacecraft crash on that day in Roswell, or was it only a weather balloon?
You can vote on our poll on Twitter at LionTV, and we'll post the results in our next episode.
Have a great day, Cersei.
Thanks, ladies. Personally, I believe a UFO crashed on that day. I mean, the universe is endless. Why wouldn't there be something else out there?
Sure, okay. Anyways, let's get into some more announcements. High school basketball tryouts for the boys who do not play a spring sport will be March 13th and March 15th after school in the high school gym. You must have a current physical to try out.
It's about that time of year again for Foreign Language Week. The schedule will go like this. Monday, March 12th, a taste of culture. Students will be able to taste typical food from Mexico and France. Tuesday, March 13th, let's travel through French and Spanish countries. Students will be able to learn about French and Spanish culture. Guest speakers from Harding University's Walton Scholarship Program will speak to students. Wednesday, March 14th, let's show what we can do in the language. Students will be able to demonstrate their talent in French and Spanish. Thursday and Friday, March 15th and 16th, let's learn about the Day of the Dead. Students will be able to learn and understand about the Day of the Dead by watching the movie Coco.
Now we have Blake Farley with a story over virtual reality. Virtual reality. Virtual reality. Virtual reality.
Even the most advanced technology still has a few bugs. I'll admit, when I heard that virtual reality was being developed, I didn't expect it to be as much of a reality as it actually is. Long story short, this technology is very impressive. And even though it may be a little surprising to see it here at Cersei High, it may still teach us a thing or two.
It's very real. When you are in it, you feel like you are really there instead of just seeing something up on the board.
Hidden away at the back of the SHS library, the future has been installed. Cersei High School received a set of Oculus virtual reality technology with the hardware needed to run it from a Facebook grant. The system has so much potential for our students, and Ms. Cannon commented on what ideas she has for putting it to good use.
One of the things Mr. Musto was wanting to use it for was the brain. Well, we have a program that we downloaded called I forget the rest of the name, but it's the human body. And you can click on the brain and you are there, and it will slice it open. It shows you the different parts of the brain, and it's not just looking at a picture, you are actually in there. One of the things I've looked at that I'm wanting to try is field trips to different countries like Central America or the African countries, and the comments that I've seen on it, it helps to develop empathy with the people who live there, because you're not just watching a video or whatever, you are there in that location with those people.
Oh my God, there's my hand.
Watch out. It truly is an amazing experience, and to help give all of you a better idea of what it's like, we got a few of our Lion TV students to try out the tech themselves.
Whoa, oh my gosh. Dude, it's a fox? Fox and this moose?
Oh my God. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Can I touch you?
Wow, I was uneasy. Oh, dude. That's awesome. What is that? Oh my gosh.
Can I fall off this? Is that an option? Oh my god. I don't like that.
Dude. Hello. Hello.
Look up.
Dude. I cannot do that. Dude. No.
Ultimately, virtual reality changes the game for modern education, and its benefit reaches much farther than simply fun.
It does have a place in education. It's not just gaming. We're always looking for ways to present information in a new way to capture all the kids. And I think this is something that will capture a lot of interest.
It's crazy to think that this technology is in our hands now, but I'm very excited to see how it's going to teach us and change the world in the future. Let's send things back over to the news. No. We can just go back to the news desk ourselves, you know.
Thanks, Blake.
The SHS chess team finished 8th on tiebreakers at the state tournament this past Saturday. Our top player was Lawson Neal, who finished 14th overall. Other members who competed were Sophia Nguyen, Greg Spratman, Tyler Ellis, and Kaylee Murray. This was the first state competition for these students. Great job!
Please remember we have local scholarships posted on Searcy School District website under the Guidance Center, then under Documents. The last deadlines are fast approaching. Now let's throw it over to Zion with Line of the Week.
What's up, Searcy High School? I'm here with your Line of the Week. Bonnie Gavin, how you doing?
Good.
That's good. All right, so how long have you been a line stepper?
I've been a line stepper since my 10th grade year.
10th grade year. And so how long have you been dancing, before becoming a line stepper?
I've been dancing since my 3rd grade year. I was actually on the 8th grade cheer team, and then I did competitive cheer when I was in 3rd grade. So.
Okay, cool. And so as a senior this year, is there any super hard experiences that you've gone through just in the past years as being a line stepper?
Well, there's been a lot of drama, but we've gotten through it because there's 16 girls on one around each other all the time, so there's going to be drama. And also learning dances in 3 days. We've had to do that before, so yeah, that's about.
Okay, and just another thing, as far as being on the dancing team, have you guys formed a stronger bond from freshman year up to now?
Yes, we're really close, and it's going to be a little sad when we're leaving, but we're all really close. We're like sisters. So.
Okay, cool. And do you have any advice for future line steppers or current line steppers that might be moving up into the next grade?
My advice would be to dance with your heart, because if you don't, then it's not going to be as fun, and to always be positive and not negative, because you need to be positive.
Okay, cool. Well, that's all the questions I got for you, so thanks for coming. And back to the news desk, guys.
Thanks, Zion.
The Youth Advisory Council wants all of you to suit up for the Rescue Run 5K on Saturday, March 17th. This superhero-themed walk and run is to benefit local nonprofits that are working to fight bullying and depression among kids and youth. You can register to get your t-shirt and other race day materials or find out more information at www.searcyrescuerun.com.
Now let's toss it over to Jake Williamson with sports.
Good morning, Searcy High School, and happy Friday. We have a lot of sports updates to get to, so let's jump right in. Our first score update comes from the soccer field, as both Lady Lions and Lions were in action Tuesday night as they traveled a short distance to Riverview. The girls played first and won their match by a score of 6-0. With the win, the Lady Lions advanced to 3-0 on the season. For the guys, they also won their game by a score of 6-0. With their win, they advanced to 3-2 on the season. Both teams traveled to BB last night to take on the Badgers. Unfortunately, we don't have an update from that game, but we hope for the best from both teams. On the diamond, the softball team traveled to Cabot yesterday to take on the Panthers and unfortunately lost their game by a score of 3-1. The Lady Lions are now 1-1 on the season, where they hope to make it 2-1 tonight when they play the Yellow Jackets of Wynn. First pitch will be at 4:30 p.m. here at Cersei's. In national sports, the NBA season is entering the final stretch before playoffs, and Houston is making a strong push with their MVP candidate James Harden at their side. The story behind James Harden is his signature crossover with one of the most famous ones coming on February 28th against the LA Clippers. Take a look.
Harden one-on-one here. Yeah, James doubling up the Clippers. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
So far this season, Harden is averaging 31 points a game, averaging 30 points in the month of February. We'll see if the Rockets can keep winning as they have won 16 straight. Well, Cersei, that is all for sports this week. Have a great weekend. Let's pass it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jake. Well, that's all we have for today. I'm Josh Klein.
And I'm Everett Kirkman. If you missed an episode, just go to CerseiLionPress.com and click the Watch Us Now link.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Cersei Lion TV and Twitter at Lion TV.
Have a great Friday, Cersei.